世界のみんなとつながろう Bridges across world communities.
Hello and welcome to Bridges Across World Communities, sponsored by NIA, the Nishinomiya City International Association. My name is Floyd.
And my name is Thelma.
And my name is Yoko.
The purpose of this program is to assist English-speaking residents in the Nishinomiya area by providing useful knowledge for daily living and important information, especially for disaster prevention.
This program is broadcast on the second and fourth Saturdays of each month from 12 noon to 12:15.
And this month we'll be talking about Share Cycle, the city's new rent-a-bicycle system.
And in our disaster prevention segment, we have advice for preventing fires when electrical supply is resumed after blackouts.
And our guest for this month is Mr. Joseph Campbell from the USA.
提供は西宮市国際交流協会です。
Well, the autumn season with its cooler weather is finally here, which means it's the perfect time to enjoy being outdoors. And just in time to take advantage of this nicer weather, a new bicycle rental system called Share Cycle has started up in Nishinomiya. Now, as you know, bicycles are closely connected with people's daily lives here in Japan, and most people learn to ride bicycles when they're very young.
Yes, and I've heard that the number of bicycles per capita in Japan is the sixth largest in the world, right? After European countries like the Netherlands and Germany. And 2 out of 3 people in Japan own their own bicycle.
That's right.
So I'm wondering if so many people already have their own bicycle, and why do we even need a bicycle rental system, Floyd?
That's a good question. Well, the reasoning kind of goes like this. There are 3 railway lines servicing Nishinomiya. There's the JR, the Hanshin, and the Hankyu. But most of their rail lines only travel east-west, between Osaka and Kobe. So the idea is that this bicycle share system would be convenient for people going north-south to areas not served by the main train lines.
I see, but don't they already have buses that goes north and south from almost every train station?
Yeah, they do. But some people find the bus schedules maybe inconvenient, or their final destinations are too far from a bus stop.
I see. And what about all the bicycle parking areas already set up at the most train station, shopping malls and schools and so on? So I still don't see why people shouldn't just use their own bikes instead.
Yeah, well, if you're traveling to an area that's really far from home, or you're coming from outside of Nishinomiya, it kind of makes more sense to rent a bicycle that's closer to your final destination.
Okay, I see. Okay, I think I get it now.
Yep.
But many areas north of the Hankyu lines are quite hilly, and I don't think I can even pedal a bike in those areas.
I can't. I've tried it. I can't. But the share cycle rental bikes, they all have electric motors, so that'll help with the hills and make long cycling trips easier.
Ah, that's convenient.
Yeah.
And now I'm more interested. So how does the system work, Lloyd?
Okay. Well, the place where you pick up and drop off a bicycle is unmanned, and it's called a cycle port. And you can pick up a bicycle at any cycle port.
Oh, and how many cycle ports are there, and where are they located?
Well, there's 15 in all. 10 are located at various JR, Hanshin, and Hankyu train stations, and most of the other 5 are located south of the Hanshin line.
I see. And is it easy to rent a bicycle?
Yeah, but the first thing you need to do is download a free app to your smartphone and register as a user. And then to reserve a cycle using the app, you enter the date, time, and location of the port you want to rent from. And then the app will give you a cycle number and a passcode. When you arrive at the cycle port, you enter the passcode on the touch panel that's on the handle of the bicycle and to unlock it. And then you just go.
Okay. Now, do I need to bring the cycle back to the same port I rented it from?
No. When you're finished with the bicycle, you can return to any of the 15 cycle ports.
That sounds easy and convenient.
Yep.
And are there any restrictions on when I can rent a bicycle?
No restrictions. You can rent a bicycle 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Wow. And I'm very impressed. And how much does it cost then?
60 yen for every 15 minutes.
Now, what about people who aren't comfortable using a smartphone for things like this?
Well, you can rent a regular bicycle, and I've done that before, from JR Koshienguchi stations for about 400 yen per day, or at the Hankyu Nishinomiya Kitaguchi station for about 310 yen per day.
Wow, and that's a lot cheaper,
Yeah,
right?
it is a lot cheaper, but those bicycles don't have an electric motor, and you have to return them to the same location you rented from.
Okay, but it still sounds like a good deal
Yeah.
and would be a fun way to take visiting friends around for a bicycle tour of the city.
Yeah, absolutely. But don't forget, Hyogo Prefecture requires that every bicycle user has insurance.
Yeah, wow. And how and where do we get bicycle insurance? And aren't the contract only in Japanese?
Yeah, they're only in Japanese and it's a little difficult on your own, but don't worry. You can always come to the NIA office and ask for
yes.
help.
Okay, so to sum up, whether you use your own bicycle or the rent-a-cycle system, the important thing is to get out and enjoy the fine weather and full colors.
That's right. So it's economical, it's good for the environment, and it promotes good health.
Yes.
And welcome back, and we're so happy to have Joseph Campbell back with us again this month. Thank you for coming
Thanks, sir. It's great to be here.
back. Now, last month we left it off. You were complaining about bicycles, so I'd like to go to something else now, right? Let's go. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, before that, I would say thank you for the food that
Oh,
you
yes.
brought. Well, it's really tasty.
All this new Mexican food, which is delicious, from KJ's, which opened up earlier this month on the around early
Yeah,
October.
we started October 5th.
Yeah. So just this isn't a commercial, but check it out.
Yes. And you sure love it.
We sort of briefly touched last month that you've been here for like 3 years. You came here to marry your wife. Now, how long have you known your wife, and when did you first meet?
Whoa. Okay, I'm going to try to keep this story short.
No.
We met in Guam in 1986.
Wow.
We're staying in touch until like 1989. Last time I saw her was in Anchorage, Alaska in 1989.
Oh my God.
And I was going to come to Japan then, but I wanted to get my college degree, and then I went to law school, became a lawyer, and we fell out of touch, and then I got on Facebook, even though I didn't want to, and then she found me.
Wow.
And then we started talking again, and I realized I still loved her very, very much. And
So that was 20-something years was the last time you started.
20, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. So this is like a big Facebook romance.
I don't think. I think Hollywood, if I sent a script to Hollywood, they would say, "We don't believe this. This is nonsense. No way." But it's true. It's true. So now we are married.
Wow.
Wow.
So
Happily
Guam
married.
in 1986, and then you were married 3 years ago. That's quite a long romance.
You bet.
It's just like a summer hot season in Japan. Yeah, it's in a way. Anyway.
No, so your wife must be one of these typical quiet Japanese women.
Oh, not at all. Oh no.
What's she like?
And I'm glad she is not.
Wow.
She is. She's respectful, of course, and everything. But boy, she'll let you know her mind.
So she's the boss.
She's the boss and the brains.
Wow.
No, I got it back. I said that I made this comment, typical Japanese wife. But I find Japanese women are stronger than a lot of the men. So,
Certainly.
So I take that comment back.
But I see your point, and it's interesting. Everybody talks about, Japan is, a male-dominated society. No.
Well,
And it's just like I used to do a lot of work on the Navajo Nation as a lawyer, and it's very female-dominated.
Interesting.
The woman runs everything, and Japanese women may seem demure, or just But no.
No.
What
I heard
Japanese women are the boss.
Yeah, I heard traditionally the pay from the man would go to the wife, and she would give him an allowance for the month. So she would basically handle all the money. And apparently, what I heard over a few years ago, salaries were going down. The man's allowance, monthly allowance was going down from the wife, but the pets' allowances were staying up. So yeah, it sounds like the woman was controlling a lot. Do you control the money in your house?
Never. I know that's going to be my life when we open this restaurant. That's why I'm keeping a teaching job on the side just to be safe, so I have a little bit of my own money because I don't know how much she's going to give me.
Great.
Keiko, give him some money. So, please. So now you mentioned you were a lawyer in the States. Is that something you started right from college? Like you always wanted to be a lawyer, or how did that work out?
That's another long story. But when I started engineering in college, then I went to wildlife science.
Yeah.
Finally got my degree in English and government, 2 degrees. And then I was going to go to the University of North Carolina to further my English degree, but I decided, I want to be a lawyer. So
what kind of law?
I got accepted into law school, became a lawyer.
Wow. And where did you practice?
In New Mexico, all over the state.
And what kind of law were you practicing?
Criminal defense.
Wow.
I represented some very...
That's interesting.
I don't want to say bad people.
Questionable characters, perhaps?
Unsavory. Some people that society said, we don't want you around. We want to lock you up for life. So I represented those people.
Wow.
It must have been pretty intense career.
It was.
So you're not doing that now, of course. You're here starting a restaurant. Do you miss that kind of that work?
There are some times I really do. There are some times where, it was so interesting. When I was in the courtroom, it's like when I was skiing. There was nothing else in the world. It was just, I was living in the moment.
You must have been pretty good at it.
And I felt calm. I felt really calm. I was just in the moment. Nothing else mattered. I felt really calm. Even though it was intense, nothing else mattered.
Wow.
Okay. That's good.
Now, where do you go from there? Unfortunately, we ran out of time. It's kind of sad to go from something so intense to goodbye. But it's been really a pleasure talking to you. And
sure, man.
We'll have to do this again because I think there's more to talk about. And I want to wish you and your wife good luck with the new restaurant. And
please come in. Ooh.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So that's it.
Thank you.
So thanks again for joining us. Good luck.
防災情報です。
Last month, typhoon number 15 hit the Kanto area. Chiba Prefecture suffered heavy damage and electrical blackouts lasting for weeks. When the power was finally restored, fires started in several buildings, and these fires were caused by short circuits in damaged electrical appliances and power cords.
And how can we prevent fires caused by power being restored after a blackout?
Well, if you really have to leave your home during a power outage, you should shut off the main power breaker and unplug or turn off power to major appliances. Later, when the power is being restored, make sure you have a fire extinguisher handy. And if you smell something burning as you turn things back on, stop using the electricity immediately and find the problem. And we have an announcement about the World Rainbow Festival happening next month.
Children and adults can participate in various activities like trying on ethnic clothing, enjoying international cuisine, making crafts, and so on.
And they'll have some kamishibai made in foreign countries we can watch too.
The World Rainbow Festival takes place at Kansai Gakuin University, Seiwa campus on Saturday, November 9 from 12:40 to 5 p.m.
For more details, check the Facebook homepage of the Nishinomiya City International Association.
Thank you for joining us today. And if you have any comments or requests, please send them to Nishinomiya Kokusai Koryo Kyokai.
提供は西宮市国際交流協会でした。
Have a great weekend.